Hello Aussieverse, it is Byron Zemo here with another book review. Today we're doing a DC book, Nightwing, A Night in Blüdhaven Compendium One. So, yeah, very thick book, and it collects Nightwing Volume 1, Issues 1 to 4, Nightwing Volume 2, Issues 1 to 25, and Issue 1 Million, Nightwing Annual 1, Wizard Presents Nightwing Issue 1/2, and Huntress Issue 1 to 4, Green Arrow Volume 2 Issue 134 to 135, Robin Volume 2 Issue 55, and Detective Comics Issue 723 to 725 and Issue 1 Million. So basically, if a lot of that is a bit confusing, that's the first 4-issue mini of Nightwing, then his proper ongoing, then the 1 million issues is a DC tie-in issues to an event they did called 1 million. So yeah, annual, they do it for everything. These Wizard Presents and Nightwing Huntress, that's just for, completion. You get everything Nightwing. The Green Arrow Robin issues and these Detective Comic issues, I believe, are all part of a crossover as well with Nightwing. So yeah, and let's just go into the book. This is by, it doesn't say this is by Chuck Dixon primarily, with Scott McDaniel on the art. I hear Chuck Dixon, Dennis O'Neil, and Devin Grayson. You've got these variety of writers, but the main one being Scott McDaniel, his art is absolutely beautiful in this book. Yeah. This book is this run really is the run that started it all with Nightwing. It put him in the spotlight in his own series and made him a big character and a big deal in DC Comics, really. And ever since this run, he's always had his own series, which I think says a lot. So he moves to Blüdhaven because he wants to separate himself from Batman. And Blüdhaven is somehow worse than Gotham. I know, crazy. How is that possible? So he doesn't deal with the typical Batman villains. He's kind of up against a lot of gangs and mobs. But there is one villain that gets built up in the shadows. Blockbuster. Now let's see if there's a better look at him. No. We'll find one. But Blockbuster, yes. If you know Blockbuster, I think he's just the main Blüdhaven mob boss. Big bad. Usually, Nightwing doesn't have that many villains, but this run definitely started making that rogues gallery for him. You've got Blockbuster, and you've got, Tony Zuko, who killed his parents at the circus, and then, I know the Tom Taylor run introduced, I think his name's Heartless, just takes people's hearts. And yeah, and then you got this guy. I'm gonna be honest, this guy gets set up in this book. This vigilante that goes around killing people in Blüdhaven, tries to replace Nightwing. This story, I'm assuming it gets continued and resolved in volume 2 of the compendium. I have not read it yet. I will read it soon, and when I do, I will review it. So apologies for that. But yes, volume 2 just came out a little bit ago. Volume 3 has also just been solicited. So I think it comes out April next year, so it's a bit of a wait. but what can you do, you know? And I believe these issues towards the end of the book, they take place in the Cataclysm period of time. I'm pretty sure. So Cataclysm, so this period of time of DC with Batman, you know, the late, mid to late 90s, you were dealing with Cataclysm and No Man's Land. And leading up to that, you had Nightfall, Contagion, Legacy. 90s Batman is very intricate, very long, all these big things happening. I'm only just starting to get through it all. Like, I've just started Contagion. Very fun so far. But yeah, then we got Deathstroke in a really cool blue suit. I've never seen that before. That was really cool to see. And yeah, Batman, he ends up making appearances throughout the series, and it ticks Nightwing off, you know? He wants to be his independent, own his own hero in his own city, and Batman keeps pestering him, you know? But yeah, he's just moved into his own place. There's a girl, his landlord. She tries to talk to him. She tries to get her to go out with him. He wants to go out with her, but you know, Nightwing superior responsibilities always ends up ditching her. And every time it happens, which is every time, it sucks. What can you do? You know, can't. As a hero, you have a responsibility. You can't let people die just because you know you want to go on a date with a girl. That's the landlord, and yeah, that's him hiding because Batman's literally in his apartment and he's in his costume. So yeah, it's a very fun book, very beautiful book. It's honestly engaging as hell. I'm a very modern reader. I struggle with older stuff, but this book has definitely made me realize that yeah, mid to late 90s is probably like my cutoff, like the earliest stuff I can read. And you know, that's okay. Everyone's different. I'm sure there's a lot of people that can read early 90s and 80s, 70s, 60s comics. You know, all the power to them. But yeah, I'm very select with the period of time that the books I read are set in, or when they come out. But no, honestly, it's definitely in part with this art by Scott McDaniel. This is probably the period of time when artwork starts looking like this and then transitioning into modern artwork that you see in the current day. And yeah, that's really about it. I highly recommend this book. It is fun. The action is amazing. The art's amazing. The writing is amazing. The story is engaging. And yeah, I will hopefully review Compendium 2 sooner rather than later. Have a great day, Aussieverse, and see you later.